everyone. Today I want to do something that's a little different. I'm going to start looking at some different marketplaces and places that you can buy things online, generally for customized things, for things that you can get with specific artwork that's done by different people. And some of the Artisan Shopping Directory members do sell on these platforms. And one of the platforms I'm going to talk about today is Zazzle. The Artisan Shopping Directory does have a shop on there where you can get designs that are made by some of our members. And if you've not heard of Zazzle before, it's a place where you can go to customize invitations, holiday cards, t-shirts, anything you want. They have a lot of products. Okay. I'm going to take you and we're going to look at it. But the first thing I want to address is that sometimes people are kind of worried about buying things online because you're not sure about the quality. I've purchased a few things on Zazzle just to test it out, and the quality of this is really good. And this is a planner. I designed this planner, and you can see you can go in and change this. This is the thing you can do on Zazzle. You can personalize things. And the quality here, this is a really, you can see that's kind of reflective. This is a really good quality cover. It's not just cheap cardboard. It's got kind of a plastic coating. The inside, the paper is good. I'm not holding it up very well, but it comes with stickers in the back if you're into that. And it's the same. I got a little notebook just to test it out. It's the same kind of cover. This is a little more cardboard feeling, but it's got like a shiny plastic coating on the surface. The paper quality is really good, and I've been using this. You can see I've got a lot of writing in here. I really like these, and you can put your own pictures on it. If you have a picture of your dog, you have a picture of your kid, if you have a picture of your cat, you can put your own pictures on these things and design your own. If you're not into that, you can go in and use the templates that other people have designed and change the information to have your information on there, including photos. And I'm going to take you in there and show you how to do that in a little bit. But I just did want to address the quality thing. I got a sweatshirt to see what would happen. The printing, don't question this. All right. This is from my other YouTube channel. This is a different situation, but the printing is good and the quality of the t-shirt is really good. It's very warm. This is a Hanes shirt, and I'll put this on in the morning and then have to take it off because it's so hot because we're in the fall now. It's that time of year. The quality on Zazzle is really good. I ordered some stuff for my husband to play golf. They have golf. I mean, they really have a lot of stuff. Let's go on over there and I'm going to show you the Artisan Shopping Directory shop, how it's set up, what you're going to see when you get to Zazzle itself. And then I'm going to show you how to edit something because it's kind of fun to go in there and make your own stuff. And you can use, like I said, the templates that people have started. But let's just go on over there and take a look. To get to Zazzle, it's zazzle.com. It's Zazzle. And when you get to the site, if you've never been here before, you're not obviously going to be logged in. So this is what you're going to see. They're going to be showing you different things that are popular, whatever time of year you're there. Right now, this is the beginning of November. So they're showing Christmas cards and that kind of thing. And you can go in here and just start searching. You can click on these to kind of narrow down your results. The one thing I will say about Zazzle is that the prices look expensive if you just see the regular price, but they are constantly having sales. And I was signed in on this. I'm not signed in, but I opened this window and immediately something popped up that says save 25% with this code. So they're always having sales. They're always giving out discount codes. And there's absolutely no reason to think that you're going to be paying what the prices are. I mean, this is not a bad price for a mug, honestly, if you're doing print on demand. Now, the thing about Zazzle is it is print on demand. Okay, print on demand means that they don't keep inventory of these things until someone orders it, they print it and they send it to you. So in a way, it's really good because you're not having to sit on a lot of inventory. People don't have to buy things and wait. It's less waste because things aren't created until they're actually purchased. And it's a good way for artists to get products out there with their artwork on it without having to buy a lot of inventory and have to worry about whether it's going to sell or not. And the way that this works is that if you are an artist, you can design things, upload the designs to Zazzle, and then they pay you a percentage if someone buys one of your products. But it's going to show you things that are new. They just started selling, I think they just started selling these recently. They just started selling curtains relatively recently. But they're constantly adding new products. There are a lot of things that you can find on here. And I was really surprised when I was looking into this platform for the Artisan Shopping Directory, how many things they have. They also have officially licensed stores from these companies. So you're not buying a counterfeit. You're not buying something that somebody has designed themselves and stolen, other people's intellectual property. You can actually go and buy products that have the Disney characters, Marvel, DC, Peanuts, Dr. Seuss, Love the Grinch, and some of these other things. So they have a lot of these, and you can go and, like, if you're into Harry Potter, they've got all that kind of stuff, and it's officially licensed. Now, if you are doing a lot of purchasing on Zazzle, for example, if you have a wedding coming up, they have so many it's very wedding focused because a lot of people do come and buy their invitations, save the dates, thank you notes, everything that you could ask for a wedding is on Zazzle, just accessories and signs and that kind of thing. It might be worth signing up for Zazzle Plus. I'm not sure how much it costs. It's not that expensive compared to how much you're going to be spending in postage. So if you are planning on buying a lot on Zazzle, that might be a good option. I will put the links in the description to Zazzle and all that, so you can just click the links and just go on over there and check it out. Now, something that I do want to mention is that it's very difficult if you're looking for a specific shop or a specific artist on Zazzle. It is very difficult finding individual shops and artists. So if you find somebody whose style you really like, or you find someone whose shop you really want to follow, I would encourage you to follow the Artisan Shopping Directory shop because I'm going to be posting, I'll show you in there what we've got. Then you need to just follow it, and you can follow accounts, you can follow things, and that will save it in your followed accounts down the road. And it just makes it easier to come back and find artists that you like and those designs and that kind of thing. But if you just are coming in here and you're searching for something, you can either search here or you can go over here and just go through all of their filters. They will show you gift ideas for these people. The weird thing about Zazzle that I found, though, is that they don't always show you all of the results in search results if you use the filters. It's kind of strange, and I still am trying to figure out their system a little bit. But you're going to be able to find what you're looking for because there's so many designs on here by so many different people. And like I said, Zazzle doesn't design anything themselves, I don't think, but it's mostly people who have uploaded designs and are going to get a royalty when they do sell one of our products. So I do want to take you over to this to show you how to edit something. So let's say that you are shopping for invitations. So this could be for birthday, for wedding, for anniversary. This one is a Christmas invitation. I uploaded this yesterday so that we could go through this. And what happens is someone will upload this design. They'll design it in Zazzle, and then you can go in and edit it to personalize it for yourself. And the way that you do that is you go over here and click personalize this design, and all these windows will open up, and you can change all of this. Okay, so first of all, this is on the back of the card here. All right, so I'm going to do personalize this design. Now, let's say that I want to say happy holidays. Okay, so instead of Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I'm going to change that over here in the window, and I might go back and change that, but it's going to show you what it looks like on the screen as you're typing it in. Okay, and then obviously you're going to change these names. I'm going to put all of us because I'm really bad at thinking of names off the top of my head. And that's how that works. So you can check to see what it looks like as you are editing. And I will show you something that is a little bit more advanced in just a minute. But what you basically need to know is that you can change anything on these if the person who has designed it has set it up that way. Now, sometimes you'll come to one of these and it won't have this personalize this design on here. That probably means that the person who designed the original template has forgotten to put it on. So if you really like a template and you want to use it and it doesn't have that, then just contact the person who owns the shop. And to do that, you would click here, go to the shop, or just send them a message here. Okay, so this is the name of the shop that this invitation came from. Again, just click that and you can message that person and just say, hey, I like this invitation, but there's no personalization on it. They're going to have to go back into their template and create a new one that they can personalize for you. So that's just the way to do that. It's not a big deal if you send someone a message. You might have to wait, because people don't monitor their messages 24/7, but that's how to do that. Or you could just go and get a different template that you also like. But anyway, let's go back to personalize this design because I want to show you how to change the photo. So let's say, obviously, you're going to put a picture of your family here. So what you're going to do is upload media from your computer. And if you're on your phone, you can do it on your phone. I find this a lot easier to do on the computer because it's just a lot easier. And once you've uploaded an image, it stays over here on the left, and you can go back to use that same photo again. So I'm going to upload something and then come back and we'll put it into the template. I uploaded 2 photos. One is a hawk that was in my backyard and it's vertical, and one is a flower that was in my backyard and it's horizontal. And I want to see what happens if I try to put this into the vertical photo image, because that's the shape of the photo. So first I'm going to choose this one. So you upload it and then you click on it to say that's the photo I want to use. It should just fill the photo right up. So there we go. That's not a problem. Now, if you want to adjust this, you can click adjust and it'll take you into the template, and you can move this around or you can make it a little bit smaller. But in general, Zazzle will take it and place it right in there. So maybe I want this to be a little more centered, so I would move it down, and there it's a little more centered in the frame. So that's one way to do it. Now let's put the picture of the flower in here. This is a horizontal picture, and you do have to kind of keep that in mind as you're putting this in, because it will crop it. Okay, so it's going to fit it into the space that has been given by the person that made the template. So I'm going to click adjust here, and you can grab one of these little corners and move it, but you see that's going to leave space there, and it's not going to let you do that. So let me see what happens here. If I do this, it's going to stretch it. See, it's stretching the picture. As I'm shrinking this down, it is stretching the picture. So that's going to be difficult. If you have people in there, it's going to look really weird. So just try to, if you have a template that has a vertical photo, try to use a vertical photo that you upload. If it's a horizontal picture that you want to use, try to find a template that has a horizontal photo space, because that's going to alter the picture if you try to fit it in there. Okay, once you are done doing all your editing, all you have to do is click done, and it will take you out, and then you can purchase this. Zazzle will print this exactly how you have put the information in, and it will send it to you. Or if the person has, the person who's designed it has allowed this to be an instant download, you can download it. You can just buy the download by itself and then send this to people digitally. So that's also an option if you wanted to do that. The other thing I wanted to show you is on the back of the card, it does say Zazzle in little tiny letters at the very bottom there. Can you see that? It's just in little white letters. If you want that to be taken off, you have to go down here and click remove the logo from the back of the card, and then it will disappear. So you just remember that if you don't want it to say Zazzle on there. Like if you have somebody in your family that copies everything you do and you don't want them to know where you got your cards, just take that off. That'll work. You can also transfer these images. Like if you've designed something you like, you can transfer it to a different product. I will show you, let me see. Okay, transfer design to a product. So let's say you want to put it on a return address label, holiday postcard, folded holiday card, or you can search here. You can click on this and search for all products, and it will bring up all the things you can transfer the design to. That is not going to work for every single design, because the person who designed it has to say, yes, that's okay to do. The other thing I wanted to show you is that if the person that has designed this has added more pictures to the collection, this is a piece of a collection that has the same holly on it, and you can scroll down to the bottom of the page, and Zazzle will show you matching designs that are similar. You can click shop this collection, and I think you can click on this, or maybe it says something down here. Well, I guess maybe this is the whole collection. This isn't showing the right envelope, but like if you click on this, it'll show you everything that's coordinating with the thing that you just bought. So scroll down if you like the design, scroll down and see if there are envelopes that match or other things that match. They also give you suggestions for other designs you might like. So it gives you a lot of options. You can change the corner style of the envelope. Like if I click here, it's going to curve the corners here. If I want to do this, it's going to give it a little scallop. So there are so many things you can do. And I do want to show you one more thing that I don't think a lot of people know you can do on Zazzle, which is to really personalize the design by using the design tool, like the design editor. So the personalization, you can go in and type in what's there, but then you can also click this edit using design tool. Now, when you click this, this is going to look scary if you're not used to this. Okay, but don't be afraid, because it's not that scary. You can't ruin the original. Okay, the original is stored somewhere on Zazzle servers, and it doesn't get changed. The only thing that you're changing is the one that you're looking at right now that you might purchase once you edit it the way that you like. So let's say that I'm going to change, I'm just going to leave the picture. I showed you how to do that. But let's say that on the back of this, you see over here on the on the side, it shows you layers. If you're familiar with any kind of photo editing software, this is going to be very obvious what to do. If you've never seen this before, it might look scary, but like I said, it's not that scary. So whatever you click on here, this is family name. It's going to highlight this. You can actually type in here, go up here to edit text on the right, and you can change the text here. Okay. If you click on the Merry Christmas one, it's the same thing. You can change the text here, or you can change the font. If you wanted to have a different font, you can click this. Let's say I want it to be Seagull. That's too big. So then I would have to scroll down here and make it smaller. So I'm going to change this to say 40 just to see what that looks like. And see, it's made this smaller here. It's still a little bit too big, but if let's say I would like that, but I want to get rid of the family name thing, you can click on there and then just click this little garbage can icon, and that will get rid of the family name. Okay. Again, you are not changing the original template. So the only thing you're changing now is the copy that you would be ordering once you're done editing it. So let's say that this is all I want it to say. And then on the back, I don't even want a message. I'm going very minimalist. I'm just saying Merry Christmas. That's it. Here on the front, I've got that. And then over here I'm looking on the left of the screen. You click on the back and that will open the layers of the back. And this is what we call layers in photo editing. It's like a transparency you're putting on top of each other. So if I take this and I move this all the way to the top, that's the background. Okay. So if I move that all the way to the top, that's all I would have to do if I don't want anything on the back, because now that's the top layer. And if you're, it's like a stack of papers, you're looking down on it and there's transparencies, and that's now blocking everything that's underneath it here. So that's one way to do it. If I want the back to be completely blank, I could do that. I could move this back down here. Now it's under the other layers, and I could go here and just delete everything using the little garbage can icons, wishing you that. I'm taking that out. I'm going to take out this rectangle, and that's the end. So, I mean, there's a few ways to do this, but just remember that you're not changing anything permanently on the original. You can do this all you want, and it's not going to hurt anything. But there are, and then if you want to undo something, just use this little undo thing, and it'll undo the last couple movements that you did. The last couple changes will just go right back to where they were. I can change the font on this one. Let's say that I want a different font. Let's put this one, let's do this. That's a little futuristic, but that's, you can change anything that you want on here. You could actually type out a little message that's a personal message to your friends by adding text. If you go over here and click text, you can add text. It'll give you a text box. We had a great year. Okay, so that's my news. That's my whole news of the year. That's all I'm going to tell people. Then I'm going to grab this here by clicking and holding and just drag it up. Okay, so you can add things to this. You could put a picture on here by, if you go down here to layers, that will open up this menu on the left-hand side. And then you can go to your uploads and it will show the images that you have. You can upload a new image by clicking here and finding something else. I'm going to add this picture to it. Let's see. Layers. And now that puts it on top, right? So if we go back to layers here, then that is now sitting up at the top. If I want to drag this under everything, remember, because it's like a transparency, you're looking from the top, and now this is on the bottom. Now that's on the bottom. Let's say I want to move this rectangle over here and make it smaller. So I'm going to grab this corner and make it smaller. And then I'm going to click on that and drag it down here and make that a little bit smaller. I mean, this might look really scary if you're not used to this, but there's not a whole lot that you can do wrong, right? I'm going to get rid of this. We had a great year. Okay, so that's it. But I mean, you can go in here and make your own things like this. But I started out with this template, so you can go in and change the template to put your own messages and things in there. And that's basically what I wanted to show you with that. When you're done, you would go over here to the right. I'm not sure if my picture from Zoom is over this, but there's a little button that says done. Click done. And if you're not signed in, it won't let you save it. But if you're signed in, it will save this in your account. So you could leave and come back in a couple of days and it will still be a saved design that you can keep working on. I'm going to say maybe later. And now when we go back here, it has saved the design that I was working on, and it's That's it. Okay. Now I obviously am not going to order this because that is a really ugly card, but you can do that. These are things that you can do, and they have all kinds of invitations on here. You can find a template that you like to start with and personalize it, or you can go over here and let's see. I think if you click on these up here, you can click on create your own. It'll take you through all of the options of products. You can design your own fabric. You can design your own home furnishings. You can do computer sleeves. I mean, they have a lot of things on this site. And that, like I said, the quality of the things that I have ordered to test it out is very good. Now, the other thing that I wanted to show you real quick is if you have something that is not personalized, and there are a lot of things on Zazzle that are not personalized, you can just buy it as is. And I was going to look at this phone case because this phone case does not have an initial on it or a monogram or anything. And you can do like I just did with the last one, just you can click edit this design, okay? And that will take you in here, and then you can add text. I'm going to click on there. I'm going to put the letter M just for an initial. And you do, if I want it to be up, let's see. Well, first I'm going to stretch this. So I'm grabbing the corner of this little thing here. I'm making it larger. You can change the font over here on the side. If I want that to be a different font, I'll make it that. Then if I want it to be at the bottom, you can move it there. Just make sure that you're keeping things within this little dotted line if you're doing text, because sometimes it will cut it off if you kind of go outside that line. So you can put this anywhere you want. If I want it in the bottom corner, I would do that. If I want it in the middle, I would do that. And it does have the guidelines here. You see that little green line that shows up? That means you're right in the center. So if you want things perfectly centered, that's where you would put it. There's a lot of things that you can do on Zazzle to personalize your own stuff. And if you ever get to the point where, and then if you're done and you just, what if you were signed in, you could save this. I'm just going to close this window out. I think I'm actually going to stop sharing the screen. I'm going to come out of this. There's a lot of things you can do on Zazzle. The quality of the products are good. It supports small artists. And I would encourage you to go over to the Artisan Shopping Directory shop. I will put the link in the description of this. And just favorite our shop because I'm going to be adding some members' Zazzle products to my shop in a collection. And you'll be able to find some of us from there. But if you find someone on Zazzle that you really like their style or you like the products, just favorite it, give it a little heart. It will save it in your favorites for later. And you can follow shops. Do that definitely because it's easier to find people when you go back. And then when you sign in and you go back, it'll show you how many people you followed, and you'll be able to bring those up and look at them later. And also just remember the thing about the discounts, because the prices on Zazzle are a little high if you're just looking at the price, but they constantly have sales. They're always on sale. There's always some kind of a promotional discount, or they're running a sale on something specific. So don't think that you're ever going to have to pay full price there. It's a really fun way to make your personalized items. You can make gift wrap with faces. If you've seen the socks with faces on them, you can make those on Zazzle. And if you can't figure it out, send me a message because I've got the shop there. And if you hit message me and you send me a message on Zazzle, I can either make it for you, or I can find someone in the Artisan Shopping Directory members who are very willing to make something for you and sell it to you. If you want to have somebody put something together for you, it's not a problem. All right, so I hope that was helpful. I hope you maybe learned something about how to move things around in the editor, because it does give you a lot of options as far as customizing things and personalizing things. You can put your name on everything. You can put your name on it. If that's what you're into, put your name on everything. And keep your eye on this channel, because I am going to be doing more of these videos on how to shop on certain platforms, because there are a lot of platforms that offer things that you might not know are there. But once you find out that they're there, it makes shopping on that platform a lot easier. And that's what we're trying to do here. So give this video a thumbs up. If you have any questions, post them in the comments, and I will talk to you later.